Since Fortnite's release in 2017, there's been many seasons. While some were good, some were not as good. And in this video, I'm going to be ranking every season from 1 through 16, because if I do all of them, this video would be like 20 minutes long. And let's get straight into it. I don't think it comes as a surprise when I say Season X is the worst season in Fortnite of all time. I mean, nothing was good, like at all. The mechs were horrible, the gameplay was awful, the maps were so bad, and it was just overall buggy. It really looked like Fortnite tried something different, but it just did not work. However, even though the season was bad, it did create for some iconic clips like this.
Yo, got away! Yeah. Shooting him!
Above us, right here.
Yeah, kill him!
Okay, he's down. Look down, Sim.
Yeah, I'm looking down. He might shoot you guys.
Keep my high ground here.
Yo, move, Mark. I can't. This is a horrible angle. Yeah, perfect. Oh my god.
I'm dropping us.
Go to the right, Mark. Go to the right. Okay, perfect. Just let me see people.
We're here.
Yep.
I need mats.
You need mats? Okay, here, come to my box.
Yeah, people were definitely not happy with this season at all. And to no surprise,
the future is yours in Season 9.
as like Season 10, this season was not much different. It was kind of the same, and it was really boring. The gameplay was boring, the guns were boring, and this was the season right after we lost Tilted Towers, so that deducted this a lot. And even though Fortnite tried replacing it with Neo Tilted, it just did not feel the same. Although we did get to see a Peely and Jonesy friendship. For number 14, I have Chapter 1, Season 6. And although this season was not as bad as the previous two, it was just also kind of boring. And even though Epic really did map changes here, it just wasn't that good of a map changes. Like some seasons, we had map changes where it's like, oh my god, what a good change. But I just didn't get that vibe here. And overall, the gameplay was just not as fun as the rest of the seasons, though not as bad as the previous two.
We've lost control! Save yourself!
If I don't stop this, it could destroy all existence.
You have your orders, now get out of there!
I'm gonna do what we should have done from the very start. I'm going to the 7th.
You took an oath! You're betraying everything we said!
This might come to a shock to many, and you guys are probably gonna disagree, but I'm taking Chapter 2 Season 6 in the number 13 slot. And that's because the game implemented a new mechanic. The makeshift shotgun was just so refreshing. Even though it wasn't good, the mechanic that you can craft it into something better was really something we haven't seen before. And the Spire was an amazing POI. Overall, they also added animals, and it was just a whole new feeling to the game. But many people didn't like this, and I can see why, but I'm taking it in the 13th. Coming in at number 12 is Chapter 2 Season 1, and I was really debating on putting this one higher just because it was the first time we saw a huge map change in Fortnite. But looking back at it, everything was kind of basic. I mean, other than the map, the gameplay just wasn't good. Like the loot pool wasn't good, the mobility was okay, and it was just kind of basic. Like the new map definitely carried this, but I was still planning on putting it at least in the top 10, but I don't think so. I think it deserves 12 because all the other seasons right above this one deserve it more. You guys are definitely gonna disagree with me here, but Chapter 1, Season 5 was not as good as people thought it was. I mean, the POIs were not that good, even though they were different and it was new and unique. I just did not like them. The golf cart edition was not that good. It would have been better if they brought vehicles earlier, and it was just overall tacky. In the number 10 slot, we have Chapter 1, Season 8. And overall, the season was pretty good. We saw the volcano, and the map changes were amazing. And this was the time when ballers were introduced, and it was at a peak of where World Cup Fortnite was amazing. And everything about this was just good in general. There's not really like anything bad, except the seasons coming up are much better in my opinion. But overall, this season was still really good. Coming in the 8th slot is Chapter 2, Season 3, and most of you are probably going to disagree with me here, but this season was just that good. I mean, so much map change, new guns added, even the bosses were amazing. The only down part of this season, I would say, is the charged shotgun, and nobody liked the charged shotgun. Had it not been for the charged shotgun, this easily would be in the top 5. Amazing season, amazing POIs, amazing guns, amazing everything. I mean, even the storm was water.
People.
No, we'll have enough, Matt.
I'm gonna shockwave
Almost
out.
there.
From the darkest depths of deep space, mystery is on a collision course with danger.
The world will never be the same.
Chapter 1, Season 4 is going to claim the number 8 here. And overall, the season is just great. I don't know if it's nostalgia or the season was amazing, but I genuinely cannot find a problem in this season. Other than maybe Dusty Divot, that map change was not really it, because the original Dusty was amazing and will always be amazing. But other than that, everything else was great.
They did it. We're still here.
Yeah, but the 0 point is exposed. You have to go in.
Oh, come on. Last thing we need is another snapshot of me inside the loop.
No, the last thing we need is someone escaping the loop. You need to get in there and fix it.
Understood, ma'am. I'm on it.
I already know the little Timmies are typing right now. How was this in the 7? How was this? But this season was just near perfect. I mean, the sand implementation, the mythics, the AIs, the guns, everything. Even the competitive season was amazing. This season definitely deserves its spot. And while it is almost flawless, the seasons above this one are just better. And it is gonna keep getting better.
I actually might go down here, right at the edge of the circle. Yeah.
Channel, ring those bells, follow, comment, and subscribe below to the channel.
The world, dude.
Let's go!
Yep, Season 1 is in the 6th spot. And although I think most of the reason this is in the 6th is nostalgia, I mean, now looking back at it, this season was very simple and plain. But just the memories and overall everything was just has to be up there. Because, like, had it not been for this foundation, Fortnite would not be where it is right now. But yeah, I think most of it is nostalgia.
Bam!
The strats, bro.
Making its way into the top 5 is Chapter 2, Season 4. And all I can say is, wow. This season was incredible. Although it was very plain until the release of Stark Industries in the middle of the season, it was still an overall amazing season. Not only was there a fun POI to land at, but we saw the best competitive Fortnite we've ever seen, with Mongrel dominating the scene, and overall it was just making Arena 10 times better. And let alone the battle pass was great. Everything, every addition was great. The event was good, everything. Sneaking its way into the 4th slot is Chapter 2, Season 2. And this is undoubtedly the best Chapter 2 season by far. And this was because it was the first introduction of Mythics. Although the Mythics were very strong, but it still added that sense of fun into it. Like, a lot of the non-tryhard players would use those Mythics. The map was amazing. The battle pass was great. Just considering it was quarantine, everybody was home playing, and competitive was at an all-time peak. Yes, the OG Fortnite Battle Royale music. It just sounds amazing, just like this season is as well. This has so much memories that I had to include it in the top 3, otherwise it would have been criminal. I mean, this is technically when I started playing, and every update Fortnite did, it just seemed like it was in the right step direction. Like, everything was near perfect. Like mentioned in Chapter 1, Season 1, everything was kind of basic, but in this sense, it kind of was better basic. Unlike Chapter 1, Season 1, the player base was expanded, and basic seemed like the better option in this season. But before, it seemed like Fortnite put no effort. Chapter 1, Season 3 is undoubtedly one of the best seasons in the history of Fortnite, and for many reasons to be, such as an amazing battle pass, amazing gameplay, no tryhards, amazing weapons, amazing map. It was just perfect.